Hello, I'm Laura Lexx, author and comedian, and I'm here to tell you about my new book. This is Pivot. This is my first novel, and it is the story of Jackie, whose husband leaves her, and she suddenly kind of realizes she doesn't really have her own life. So she does what any sensible person would do and starts a netball team with people that like netball? No. With people that can play netball? No. With a load of women who are all looking for somewhere to be in their own lives and in their community. So this is Pivot, and I'm just going to read you a little bit of the first chapter so you can have a little taster and see if you like it or not. The sea was not expecting to be hit full force with a golf club. To be fair to Jackie, though, she hadn't been expecting to throw it either. Well, technically at the point where she was standing on the beach staring at the sea and holding a golf club with the encouraging words of Roz in her ear, by then she was half expecting to throw it. But not really. Jackie wasn't the golf club throwing type. She'd barely ever looked at these golf clubs before Roz had loaded them into the boot. They were long and heavier than she'd expected. Didn't golf last all day? Golf lasts for hours, she said absently to Roz. How the hell do you lug these around all day without dying? Caddies, said Roz, looking up from removing furry covers from the lumpy clubs. Is that them? Jackie nodded at the little golf sock things. No, these are... Well, I don't know what these are. Some sort of warmers? Why would you want the clubs to be warm? I don't know, maybe it makes the ball go further. So what's a golf caddy? Jackie shook her head, losing their thread. This was a common side effect of talking to Roz. It's the person who carries your clubs around for you so you don't get tired, like a servant. Lord, no wonder it's so popular with men. Someone else doing the hard work while you swan around pretending you're the dog's bollocks. Jackie launched another iron hard out to sea and heard the splash as the lengthy pole slapped the surface of the dark water. The lights of Brighton stretched out along the coast, and she felt tears pricking at the corners of her eyes again. Have you ever played? She asked Roz, determined to keep talking rather than crying. Was this really happening? Me? Golf? Oh, for goodness sake, Jackie, no, of course I haven't. Jesus, you've known me 40 years, Jack. At what point did you think I was sneaking off on my illicit golf habit? No, I've enough entitled men in my life at the office. I don't need loose ones in the wild with sticks trying to get their grubby little balls into unassuming holes. Pure phallic golf is, dicks and balls, and don't think I haven't noticed, Jackie Douglas, that the only bit of the grass they're interested in is the neatly trimmed bit. One-track bloody ponies, men are. No, it's not for me. Not golf, not football, not nothing. Nothing doing, Jackie love. I've not played a sport since I was forced to by a nun, and I shall never either. I tell you, it was lucky those nuns already had sticks up their arses, or I'd have happily put my hockey one there and asked Sister Mary what she was moaning about, because it's only a stitch, girl. Jackie never felt like she had a choice over laughing at Roz. Roz seeped through the cracks of whatever Jackie was feeling and tucked herself in to help. Jackie started to laugh and felt that familiar runaway train feeling as she lost control of the laughter. Soon she was laughing so hard she could barely organise the muscles in her torso to suck in enough air to keep her alive. The proximity of exhaustion made the laughter thrilling and intense. The lights of various hotels, clubs, pubs and cars reflected off Roz's glasses as she huffed and puffed. Roz put on a mighty performance, her tone ranging from secretive as if this was just for Jackie, all the way up to full McKellen at the National, bawling and yelling and attracting odd looks from loved-up couples passing by to experience the cosy romance of Brighton's quirkiness. The laughter reached the peak of the roller coaster's track. She looked at her friend standing here in the cold, performing like a wind-up monkey trying to keep her from the descent. She broke. Jackie crumpled onto the pebbles and felt all the air beat out of her lungs in one movement. She honked. There was no other word for it, and if she hadn't been so distracted by the absolute physical painfulness of her sobs, she might have wished she were a more dainty crier. As it was, all that was in her mind was the wish for this not to be happening, for them not to be there, for Roz to not need to be dancing about shouting to distract her. Come here, Jack. Come on. Roz slid down to her knees and scooped Jackie's head against her chest. Come on now, love. Come on. get it out. She stroked Jackie's hair off her soaking face. "Oh, go on, fecker, feck off," she suddenly shouted, making Jackie jump. "You've never seen two old bats crying on the beach before. Oh, you've not lived. Go on, get gone before I do for you." Jackie laughed again through her tears and slipped a hand into Roz's coat to hold her friend tight around the waist. "Roz, I don't want this," she sobbed, the unnatural tightness of her throat already aching up to her ears. "I don't want this. What did I do wrong?" "You?" Roz screeched. "You didn't do anything wrong, Jackie. Don't you dare." "I feel like such an idiot." And she did. Jackie had never felt stupider in her entire life. Stupid for not knowing, stupid for believing she was enough for someone, and stupid for knowing she'd take him right back now if he asked her to. So there you go. It's a little taster of Jackie and Roz's friendship. And if you like the sound of that, this is Pivot. It's by me, Laura Lexx, and it's available in your local library and for sale if you want to own it, so you can touch it and lick it and be weirder with it than you could with a library book.